Or if you wanna go ahead and open the June 2nd first, June
June
1st,
1st.
planning board meeting.
I will open the meeting.
Minutes? Does
Um,
anybody need a copy? I've
Yeah,
got,
I do.
actually, they're right by Elise. Relatively same set of meetings, minutes that we have every meeting, with the exception of Troy Hall, who cut the tree down anyways.
Saw that.
It's gone. The sign's in, but the tree must just physically couldn't
Had
be
to be
there.
right there. That was the spot.
He heard us, and then we didn't say you couldn't cut it down, to be fair, but it's gone. The one good looking tree.
I knew it was gonna go.
And you were right.
I just.
Can I have a copy of those?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was just, and he did a nice job. He cut this stuff right flat.
So we never know it was there.
It's just,
And it is a very benign sign. I mean, it's,
I just went by there, I didn't see any sign.
well, see how small it is. It's there. It was there last night.
Oh, well, I didn't go by today.
Well, but.
I went by yesterday, though.
Oh, then he must have just popped it in yesterday afternoon. It says Holly Berries or something, and it's, I mean.
It's very small unless you're.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I mean, what the hardest thing he's got is, well, one, his product is not really something you go looking for along the road, and two, it's just not ugly belt. Right?
Right.
I mean, the giant bumblebee on the side would not be such a bad idea.
I was
black
just
and white
listening on-
stripes,
Right.
black and yellow stripes.
PCR coming over, I was listening to Marketplace, which is,
Oh,
the
yeah,
financial
there you go.
thing, and it was all about honey. And saying that honey is such a hot commodity now.
So you can sell
that-
every,
that You can sell, and they're importing honey from all over the, world now, because the American producers can't keep up with the demand. And they said other sweeteners have dropped off, like
Yeah.
sugar, raw sugar and artificial sweeteners, but honey.
so
use
if
has
you
jumped
use
up.
honey in replacement of refined sugar, that white sugar that comes in the bag,
Mhm.
the pouch,
Right,
that's supposed to be an improvement?
Well, you can't
Health-wise?
use it one for one in baking,
No, it's a lot sweeter.
yeah.
But is
But I
it,
like it
is the
in my
sugar
tea,
and
I
honey
prefer
easier for your body to deal with than the white
Oh.
processed sugar?
Yeah, it's more
Probably.
it's got nutrients.
It
So it's
doesn't
back.
mess,
Yeah,
it doesn't
it is-
mess with your blood sugar as much.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
cause people, we get people putting syrup in coffee and
Yeah,
honey
maple
in
syrup,
coffee.
Yeah.
yeah.
White sugar is out right now. It's a bad.
Right. Right.
For my morning coffee, white sugar that's it.
It's in?
That's-
Yeah, well, there does come a point where you just say,
Yeah.
take me now, I've gotta live.
That's right, draw the line. I can't have
All
much
right.
sugar in my coffee, I might have
So
been.
May 18th minutes,
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything either.
nothing substantive. All right, so no, approved as amended, or approved as presented?
Presented, yes.
Second,
All those in favor? Aye.
I see somebody say they wanna come in. I'm trying to pick that up. So tonight we had a couple of, I'll go to the one that Mike and Elise have been working on first.
Oh my gosh.
This PDF does have the comments, so you can see the.
Did you see,
com-
were you able to see my comments?
I got whatever comments were on the version Mike sent me. That's the one that I've used for posting, so I don't, you'll have to tell
So
us.
I made comments and then I sent them back to everybody. But shouldn't they be on there? They'll be on there?
I don't know, this is the one I think.
See,
So there were charts on there that we had talked about, like just removing. But I couldn't get them off, I couldn't get them out, so I don't
Keep
know.
going, let me see if you see that say JS, because I put in some comments. And then I saved them, and I sent the saved document back to you, Steve.
Right, but I'm saying I probably didn't use that version. I used when I set this up last week, I probably had the version that Mike and Elise had given me. That I made the PDF out of that you're looking, I can go
Okay.
make another
No, it
PDF.
doesn't, it's not, they were mostly a lot of the same issues.
And I'm hoping they don't involve going back to Grace Jackson.
No, I don't think they involved one about
Okay.
Christians.
Do you wanna go through it page
Yes.
by page?
Yeah,
Comment by comment or page by page?
well, let's,
Do we have to do one or the other, can we do both?
I
You
can't
can
see
do
that.
whatever you want.
It needs to be bigger.
Okay, I'm going home.
There you go. Alright, so here's the economic base introduction.
Right. Yep, that seemed fine.
Okay. We got like a formatting thing there, but we can figure that may just be a PDF. And then Elise had me have her add something to compare
right,
to these charts,
right.
which she did. Then we've got the median income. Okay,
There was some. The second line down,
okay,
uh. Those making more over $100,000 were down significantly, that's not correct,
No, I changed that,
okay,
but it's, I mean,
It's not right.
it's not showing here.
well, okay, so.
but the
That's.
but the
part of what
version
I
you
do.
gave me
Yeah,
went, well, no. You sent it to Mike, and I'm using Mike's version for this PDF,
for this one,
yes, so.
okay, then that should have been, that
Fixed.
should have been corrected.
I should have brought them, I didn't think I needed to bring the numbers, because I thought you'd have my comments.
Well, let me go, I mean. This gets so maddening because everybody has their own version and we can't keep it straight. But I am using, from your edits, I'm using the one Mike Sutherland sent because you said I gave it to Mike.
Yes,
So if you
And
made
Mike
edits, it
pointed-
should have been on the one that Mike.
and Mike pointed out what you're just seeing, and I had corrected it, but apparently I didn't send.
You didn't get the last one, I don't think.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so anyway, that sentence is wrong.
Well,
It is
let me
wrong.
go get, do you have corrections proposed? Let me go make a PDF and put it in this file of the one you sent.
Well, I only have a few, I don't have a lot of comments,
So,
a lot of them, but that was the one that was first of all glaring.
Okay. So,
So that's completely.
but you have a version somewhere that has that change in it.
yeah, but I didn't bring my computer with me.
Right, but you can send it.
Yes, I can send it.
And it's in the email that I sent you with the changes that I put. in.
So but her version doesn't, the version you sent doesn't also have Mike's comments, or does it?
So
Yes.
can you scroll back?
This
up?
the version that you sent me had Mike's comments, and then I put in additional comments.
Well, but it couldn't have this change then. Because this came from Mike.
But I sent them to everybody.
When you said I made comments on some of the same things Mike did,
Yes.
good
you s-
idea to add the school data.
Yeah,
But I don't see a new attached.
Is school, can
Version.
you scroll down,
You-
Steve,
you-
to
did
see
you
if,
Attach that
Mike's,
to
I
this
did.
message?
chart
right
with the
there?
school data is in this?
it was the same document, just forwarded back to Steve.
No, it's
Oh,
further down.
here it is, but it's not showing up on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it's pretty easy to add up and put in the correct number in that sentence.
Which chart am I looking for? Elise?
This
You're still
chart,
going further down.
well, that chart we wanted.
That's the one. Okay, so, there should be, I'm sorry, just below that, if you keep going down.
Okay,
So that's the chart that Mike put in, that I think is really good.
Yeah,
But
I
the charts that are above that,
need to
I
be-
couldn't get those. We talked about getting those out of there. I couldn't get them to delete out. So I don't know why I couldn't just click on them, have them be boxed out and right click delete, it wouldn't go.
it wouldn't go.
right, well, there are some strange, this Word document is format, like I couldn't cut and paste the recommendations in the transportation. I could not cut them out and drop them to the bottom. She did it for me. And so I don't know what the formatting issue is, but let me go let me
find
get
it
your
very
copy. I can make it a PDF and put it in that folder. It takes a second. So let me get that one.
Okay,
And then the only difference is are any of your edits in the version you sent that got to Mike?
I had thought so, but I have to say that I've been having computer issues,
Okay,
so.
cause what I'd like to
well,
do is,
did you get an email from me on Sunday that had the changes?
Like, I
Show
turned
my
on my
changes?
computer Sunday
I
morning
didn't
and
see
it,
comments.
not happening.
I had no screen
Yeah, I
image.
So why wouldn't you see my?
Yeah, it was not a good day. But the way that this document presents itself on my computer, maybe I recognize that I am not technologically the most advanced.
Well, they're
person
different
in the room.
versions of Word,
But
and
when-
that's what's part of the problem.
Yeah.
But I can't, each time I get a correction back from Grace, I have to reinsert the,
The whole,
the parts that I've reworked. It's like I'm starting from scratch each time, and each time she gets this, she doesn't update all the charts, she only updates, like, I don't know what the selection is that she, but there's still charts on there that she hasn't done. The last set of charts that are supposed to compare the state and county, the new information is put in as a chart, but it's
Okay.
not up. She didn't update the charts that we had, she put in current information charts.
so where are the comments?
I know why, hang on. Just saying. It's because I'm on the web and not in,
Alright, let's get Jean's comments up and replace them.
Well, hopefully, Mike's trying to find them too, so.
well, I'm looking at.
Should I run home to get my computer?
No, cause I can make the changes right.
The changes, it's just adding up different numbers.
But that for there, but I did more work on other sections after
Okay.
correcting that. So, it may very well be that because of the issues I was having with my computer, that they didn't stick, they didn't save.
No, let's not say that.
Well,
So the version that was sent that said planning board from Elise with an assist from Mike.
Right, and that is the version. What I thought was Elise sent her best version to Mike.
The link.
Mike looked at it, made some comments,
yes,
sent it to me. I sent it to you guys.
Yeah,
But Jane, you have one that you made additional comments, which is
Correct.
the same.
but I think that's the last one I actually sent.
so this version that was sent around that Jane commented on should be your version of the corrections,
But it doesn't seem to have, she said, right,
but they're not showing up.
that's what,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
what.
let's see, this is mine, right?
No, that, we haven't got there yet.
Okay.
I'm still looking for your version.
Yeah, I've got yours here, but, I don't know where your comments are not showing up on the side, so I'm. looking
What the
for-
hell? I mean, I type them in on the side.
I'm so glad it's not just me though, Jane, thank you. You
Well,
make
no,
me
it's
feel so
been-
much
Here it
better.
is over here. Here you go.
Okay, wait a second.
Thank you, Mike.
I do, I like, this, using a screen like this works sometimes. But, let's do this. All right. Here's my comments. Let's see if we can find your comments.
Ask me how to take a dead 9 bark and bring it back to life, and I'm your girl.
So I don't have one from you, Jane. Well, maybe I do with somewhere
Is
else.
this your comment?
Jesus.
No, that's not my comment. It's somebody else's comment.
You know where you made comments, Jane?
Well, I made it right here on that line where I gave the correct numbers that needed to be put in. But Elise has already fixed that
Yeah,
on
well,
her.
I had changed, hopefully it's on my.
And did you
computer.
send that one around on
Yes.
the one I got an email
sent
from
it
you
On Sunday,
Sunday at 1:15.
yes.
But there's no attachment on mine. It just says Jane Stevenson. When I look at it,
I have it on mine.
it says, I made comments on the same things Mike did. Good idea to add the school data. But I have no file attached.
Yeah, I like the school data because those charts previous
This
to that,
number you were commenting on is one that needs to be, that goes, when they talk about the.
Number of people over $100,000.
$100,000, it didn't go
It
down,
went dramatically.
It went
up.
up.
it went up.
yes,
do you have that version with her comments?
I do not,
No.
no, I've got my comments on the side of the same thing.
But he said the same, after
That
I,
didn't get picked up, I don't think, but,
so is this the one, can we just work on
Can we
this
edit
one?
this?
No, I'm gonna pull one up that we can edit, and
Okay.
I will edit it as
Okay.
we're sitting here.
And that will be our, like, that's our,
Well, and it
That's
does
it.
sound like I'm gonna be sending it to Grace, because there are some chart issues that we apparently can't overcome. We can't just get rid of a chart. It doesn't sound like it happens, or didn't go, we can try it. All right, so I am looking at the economic base chapter that includes Mike's comments, and it's the same one if you wanna run that one, the one up there is the PDF. It may be a little awkward, but you should be able to run that.
So
one.
we're gonna try to synchronize where you are and where.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna actually type the
Uh-oh.
word changes right in and make it the final version.
Okay,
Except for having to send it to Grace to get rid of anything that needs to
Okay.
get rid of, but I'll need, and so at some point when we're done, I'll accept Mike's changes, or we'll have edited them, or we'll have done something.
Okay.
But let's see what you got, so. I'm in economic base right now, and we've scrolled down through as far as, should we go right to the first comment? Is that where
It's page 4.
the?
yeah, cause.
Okay.
that's-
Now, that
yes.
number that's highlighted there has not been corrected. Maybe it has been on Elise's latest copy,
Yeah,
but that should be 433 instead of 341.
343.
No, 433.
Went down significantly from
No,
386 to
went
4.
up.
Yeah, but it didn't, it went
No, it
up,
up.
so the
Okay.
language needs to be changed as
Right.
well.
Okay, well, but you guys gotta tell me that, cause I'm typing the
okay.
words in. So went up significantly, or just up, maybe it's not significantly. Went up from 386 to
433.
433.
Uh,
That's,
well, I think that's up significantly.
Okay, so do you want the word significantly in?
okay, yeah,
Can-
what the heck?
Up significantly,
Yeah, just change, cross out down,
Well, from up 386 to 433.
33.
Okay, so that one's in,
okay,
that's done.
okay,
The median health income falls in the hundred, it's 100. Okay,
So these
So
are.
it said the median household income is between that, that's not accurate. The median household income is, in the 75 to 99,900.
so,
So the median income from the charts above is 92,000. And if you actually do the median, which is the midpoint,
right,
and add the numbers, it shows up in the 75 to 100 and not 100 to 150.
so
so the ranges have to be changed.
Yeah.
So.
so
on
the
that-
median income falls, the median income is what? I mean, that's really what I'm saying, right? Right now, the text says the median income falls, I'm
In-
cutting everything else out.
in the 75,000 to,
From between 75,000 to 95,
99, 99, whatever it is.
between 75,000 and 99,999. Okay, got it.
okay,
Okay, and then what's the next comment? I'm concerned.
This comment?
This is 4-1, I think.
yeah, for R1. I had the same comment, I can't believe. That, well, the number of less than $10,000
Yeah,
on the far left
yeah.
column, 41. It,
That's 2020.
that's 2020,
Mhm.
right? I just think it's impossible. Because,
It's all the kids in the basement that don't have jobs.
well, but. That's a lot of kids that, I mean, it's one that we kid about the kids in the basement, and I think there are kids in the basement, but the fact is. You know, the minimum income for SSI now is $1,000 a month for a single person, 1,500 for two.
Right.
So that means that number cannot reflect anyone who's disabled or seniors. Take those people out.
So what?
So you're left with 41 people who are healthy people, non-disabled people. Who are living independently, if otherwise they'd be counted in their household. Wouldn't they be counted in their parents' household if they're living in their parents' basement? If they count them as like an individual household. I mean,
But what do we do?
I don't know, I'm just
Right.
telling you,
Right.
Those numbers in theory are taken off the federal
census.
census as data and estimations and whatever.
I mean, I can ask Grace. If that number, if I can confirm with her or ask her to check that it's not a typo,
Mhm.
Right,
right? Just, I mean.
Maybe it was
I mean-
14
I mean, if
instead of
that is
21.
reported in the federal, in the same data that we
Well,
use for the rest
and
of
we
the
have
chart.
to use it, but I'm just saying, it just makes no sense.
Since the.
Well, neither does it make sense that there are 0 between 10 and 15.
Right, right, so those two numbers. You know, but
So this is chart 4.2. 4.2. And it's the 2020 data, 2020 data. Less than 10,000
in 10 to 15,
equals 41. Is a question mark, can that really
It just occurred to me that I'm saying that my computer ate my homework.
well,
And less than 15,000 equals 0. Is that possible? Okay, well, that we can check. If she's got the data to support it, then we're done.
yeah, it just
Yeah, no,
just
no.
defies logic.
Seems like an odd number.
Well,
Next page.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in between.
Right, we'll
I'm
clean
hoping
that.
you can clean that up, Eric.
I will do my best.
This is. What
This
they've done
seems
now is to
redundant
go
to me.
from median to mean. On this chart. And while that's good information. Except, I mean, there's some things in there that don't make sense to me. I think it's gonna be really confusing without some explanation. Because,
I think we should eliminate it. I think the one above gives us more,
am I right about that, that they've gone to mean on this instead of median?
yeah,
And
well,
what
I
makes you,
you could ask Grace.
well, what's the, I'm going up.
I didn't understand the difference between that one and above. That's
Plainfield
why I didn't write
household
anything.
income distribution in 2010 and 2020. Plainfield household income distribution. And then what's the second one? Same title?
No, it's
No,
slightly different.
Isn't, the other one was,
Well, I don't see a difference yet, but maybe I'm just old and crotchety.
go up a little bit. Eric, go
Plainfield
back to the
household
other one.
income distribution in 2010 and 2020. And then the next one,
Yeah, so they are the same.
Yeah, but they weren't in the original one.
so is one old,
I think we should just get rid of the second one.
for
The
table,
numbers aren't the same.
No. It shows a reduction of 100 households
Right. That was-
from 2020. I don't think that's, that's not accurate. For sure.
Mhm.
It shows 100% increase in the households above 150,000. That may be true if they're taking. I
I'll tell you what,
mean, it's just,
it's gone.
I say eliminate.
Right, it doesn't exist anymore in our final
Were you
version.
able to get rid of it, Steve?
Yep,
Okay.
and so now below the chart that we just said, we have a couple of questions, is the data valid?
Yeah,
The next thing down is income group number of households, right there.
Yeah, I think that's the correct number for total households, right? 893.
But But this should be labeled like table 4.2. Like this should be its own,
I agree,
Yeah.
that's just something.
and I'm gonna put in 4-2, and we call it, what do you wanna call it? I'm typing it as we,
4-2.
table 4-2, income.
Household income.
Distribution?
Yeah.
Household income distribution, and a nice bright.
So that's saying the same thing as the chart that we're keeping.
Yes,
Yeah, there's that 43 people again that we don't understand,
Okay.
but.
I just
Well,
wanted to make
let's,
sure.
yeah,
well, and the other one it said 41.
But it's, so it's
And
the
we have a
same
figure,
info.
we've got a figure that we need to check there too,
right,
at the very bottom,
yes,
because, in
Less.
one chart. Yeah, we gotta look at the numbers in that other chart, Steve, can you go back for a second?
or it's,
If the information is identical to what's in the previous chart, is there any benefit to showing the exact same data in two different ways?
Yeah, I did.
Well, except 342 is not right.
I'm sorry, there's a tick in the room.
well, and if you look at 10,000, 14,000, we say there's 31, and then there's only 22.
So then, the numbers there's discrepancy.
Right, she gives us the numbers, but they don't match with the. Oh, I am gonna be talking to Grace again.
They don't match the chart up there.
Right, so, and
Yeah.
I don't mind showing the same data in a different format, some people find that more useful.
Yeah.
But they should be the same numbers,
They should be,
Yeah.
but so which one's right?
so table,
Unless they're attempting to show two different
Or
things,
two.
which also doesn't make sense.
is in variance. With. Chart,
Yeah, because they said in the 10 to 15, they said 0, right?
Yeah.
In the previous chart, and this one says 22.
in chart, with chart 4.2, all right.
Yeah.
I will talk to Grace about
And it
that,
says that it's citing the same source, so.
okay, well, that's just dumb. So, we'll get that fixed, I mean,
Okay.
use one or the other but don't
I
you,
think in that one, the last thing. Again, they're pulling numbers from
Do you want me to go back?
the 100,000 up and not 150,000.
right, with, the bars should be the bars and the lines should match up the same.
Right,
If, and again, at that point, at some point, that data is just right up above you there,
yeah.
right? I mean, it even says it at the top of the bar. Right, so it may be easier to just make 4.2 go away, and not have the table. But we ought to know why, it'd be fun to hear her explanation as to why there's a variance. Oh,
Fun might be a strong word.
yeah, I would agree, but Grace is very nice, she's way nicer than Vicky. And it's not her fault, she's young, and she is trying, she's very responsive to us. Poverty,
Oh, we have so many table 4.4-2s. They're all 4-2,
Yeah.
one after the other.
are you at poverty level? I'm at-
Poverty threshold.
Right there,
Oh,
poverty
yeah.
level, okay. Mike has a comment. Indent left equals 0 inches or something,
Yeah, because the
Yeah,
whole
the first
paragraph
sentence,
is
the
over.
first sentence I indented left, that's all.
okay.
It
Alright,
needs to be
But
consistent.
Eric is saying,
That's our editor's thing, to see if it's consistent.
Yeah.
so, but Steve, Eric is saying that if you go back up to the charts, that chart number needs to be changed.
Yeah.
right, well, I don't think that chart's gonna survive. I think we're gonna find out which is the right data and use the.
No, but this one, this next, the one you're in right now, table 4-2.
Right?
This is something I'm gonna change. I'm gonna look for this anyway.
Okay, all right, okay.
No, but what I'm saying is, it may be table 4-1.
Okay,
When he gets all done, but the one up above it, I think, once we pick the right data. The bar graph does everything the table does,
right,
and doesn't even, I mean. I could see the table if the bar graph didn't have the numbers on top of each bar, but the numbers are right there, you don't even have to interpret. So we'll get consistency in our table naming. But is this one we like? Is this one that we have? People
Yeah,
think
that
this?
one's accurate, up to date. And I did not change anything on the wording of the paragraph because it was still relevant.
Okay, so that one's pretty good shape.
Oh, yeah, this is the one where I need to switch the things on the bottom.
Switch the things on.
Well,
So blue is Plainfield, and that's
Yeah.
the first bar in the chart.
so that.
Red is Sullivan County, that's the second bar in the
Oh,
chart.
you're down a little further than me.
No, you're right there,
We're right at the part, we're right at that chart.
we're right at that chart.
So we're,
Forget the
Look-
paragraph.
Forget the paragraph's fine.
Right? Yep.
Look at the chart. And look underneath the chart, the little dots with the colors need to correspond with the,
The way the
Yeah.
bars
Be
are.
in the same order.
but can't we just change the text? And make the way that the order that they're mentioned match this order?
Because Plainfield is the most important place on the planet,
well, you still want Plainfield to be blue first,
and
right?
it should be.
You just need to move them. You just need
So you want them in the same, the colored bars
in the same
in the-
order as yes.
So try for colored.
No, we don't
So
wanna
the-
change the bars.
No,
You don't
Leave
wanna
the bars
change the
alone.
bar.
Right, colored bars are
But
correct.
the thing underneath,
Labels underneath want to be in the same order as the bars.
Right,
Yes,
there you go.
And
I mean, that just makes sense. I don't know why.
labels, she's gonna shit a brick. People see,
Well, you know,
Hey,
we're paying the bill and we
Yeah.
get one every month. So
it's like, you know, you're paying something to do, if I wanna do something, you know, technological that's not done well, then I'll do it myself.
Right, so all she really needs to do is grab Plainfield and Sullivan County and move them over.
right,
And we
Yeah.
can't seem to move the ledger there, or maybe we could, we'll have to look at that, but got it, that one's easy, that one's easy. And she knows what she's dealing with anyways, so we're good, we're percentage of families below poverty line,
Mhm,
that's okay,
mhm.
nobody cares, it's all good.
All right, so,
Okay, this is where I reached my level of competency as far as being able to, it's like, and I'm not an economics major. So to be, that's from the old one, so that,
and so.
and see,
is-
that has my comments in there. Because I couldn't do that side thing, I couldn't get that to work, so I just wrote them in there.
Oh, you're the red comment.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
We still don't have the previous info to compare to.
Right,
okay, so what's the fix here?
So if we're eliminating those charts, poverty by, then that paragraph is irrelevant.
And who put the line through poverty status by age group, was that Mike?
I'm not capable of doing that, so.
So
that's
yes,
why
that was Mike. And he says,
I'm not sure we need these tables.
well, I'm looking back at the comments up top, let's see what I've got here. What I was suggesting is that we change, because it refers to the stuff above, that we change the sentence to read, however, poverty for women in Plainfield is concentrated in the 75+ age group, according to that. And basically, that's the important part of the age group down below. Is you've got a real concentration of poverty status by women in 75+. Basically, their husbands have died and they're on their own, what it boils down to.
Yeah,
So and I made another comment, that this is supporting deleting it. That they have no children living in poverty in Plainfield, according to these charts.
mhm.
Yeah, and
we know that.
technically, that may be true.
It is technically true. Technically, it's true.
It may be true, but I think it sends a wrong message, which is why I wanted to put in the school.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
school
I think
data
the
is
school
helpful,
data
but
is
the
more
school
important.
criteria for,
In place of the age group things, and so the table 4.3 and the poverty by age group. From my perspective, would come out altogether. We might put a statement in there. Added on to the paragraph. Number, percentage of persons over 65. has decreased during this period and was below that, okay, and then, however, the statistics show that poverty is, for women is in,
Is Steve writing that in?
I don't know.
Steve doesn't have a clue what he's doing with it. I'm trying to figure-
And it's still that number period, 1989 to 2010. So we need to change that to 2020.
But we don't have the information to be able
Yeah, we
to,
don't have the data for that.
yeah, that's why I didn't.
So
do
you
anything
don't-
with that. We don't have the data. for
So
that.
she didn't update this data?
This
Great.
chart below is what she considered updating that data.
Okay. So it just needs to switch to 2010. Right? In that first, that
From 2010 to
2020.
2020, but we don't have the 2010 information in this chart. When I was trying to write this stuff, I was opening this and then switching to the old master plan, looking at the data there and trying to transfer that data into something comprehensive here and going, but the numbers weren't making it possible for me to work. And I will fully acknowledge I lost patience with switching back and forth between that.
Okay, so so the highlighted sentence. What does that wanna say? Does that wanna go away or does that wanna,
No, I think it doesn't wanna go away.
what does it wanna say? Does it wanna say what Mike says?
200 and 220 for one thing.
Add on the end of it, not replace it.
Okay, the number.
If you just copy and paste the however statement and put it at the end of that, that's what I was suggesting.
Okay,
Then you can. we
but
can
there's no
read-
statistical information in the first sentence that has to be changed? The number of percentages over 65 below the poverty line decreased from 89 to 2010?
I think
We don't have any data to support it anywhere that I know
Oh,
that was in the old master.
that was in the old master plan.
So the
That
question is,
line was in the old
so
master
if we
plan.
if we change it to 2020, using her data below, which is accurate,
Okay,
right?
okay.
We're at least up to, I mean,
So
I mean,
20,
is she using, can we go down to her source for this
I think it's.
table? Is it
2023.
the census or is it the ACS?
of.
ACS.
2024.
Okay, so it should switch to 2024 then.
Yeah.
That sentence up there.
Between 2010 and 2024. Is that what you're saying? So this is the last recorded,
Right,
Data.
okay,
then we're talking about, that's the
Okay.
range.
okay. But
But we don't see the data for 2010 or 1989 to know that.
Right, we don't know if it has decreased based on numbers,
We
yeah.
don't know. We don't see the data.
but you radically changed that chart. You've taken you went to all. Well, you crossed out things, right? This is all your work.
Yes.
Okay.
But if
Sure.
we take out. If we take out from the top of that page. I mean, the alternative is keeping this chart. The information from this chart, but. See, in my mind, what I was expecting was her taking the chart from the old master plan. And adding this data as another bar.
Mhm.
That's what I was expecting. And this is what we got. So if we want to have it compared, to be able to use it, we have the 1989 to 2010. It's in the chart of the old master plan. I just couldn't copy and paste that chart into this one.
So basically,
Or
I
copy and
mean,
paste.
if we could do that, then it would make more sense.
Yes. And then we could add the comparison of from the 2010 up to the 2024 and use this information here. I don't know that we wanna keep these charts. Or if we
Okay.
just wanna have the chart from the old master plan brought forward. The formatting is different in the old master plan, though. It's like a three-dimensional. The
Oh,
charts
that
in
was-
there,
yeah,
like
that was,
three-dimensional bar charts.
Done off of Excel or something like,
Well, I mean, I think this is a useful chart,
okay,
because it's really showing that it's not kids. It's not seniors. It's the people in the middle. It's the 35 to 44-year-old. I think that's pretty striking.
Yeah, it seems,
for
And,
men, yeah.
you know, and I think people always assume it's the elderly or it's the kids, but really it's in this middle group of probably young thing, you know.
And I agree with you that the chart, the information on this chart is important. I just think it needs to be incorporated into the chart from the old master plan, so we have a frame of reference to compare it to. This is
Well-
freestanding information.
Right, but that's current information, so
It
it doesn't
is.
really need to, you know, if we eliminate the sentence about comparing it to that,
Okay,
that things have gone up or things have gone down, we can just have
Okay.
this as a standalone chart. And
that's fine.
I think it's interesting information for people to realize that, you know, we have more people 35 to 44 in
So
poverty
are
than we
we
have
o-
over 65.
Are we okay then with just that first line that's on the top and eliminating the shaded sentence? Cause the shaded sentence is the one that does the comparison.
Right, I would just,
And then we can just eliminate what I wrote,
Right.
because, I mean, if we don't care about comparing to state or county, then we don't need that information.
yeah, well, we have it in other places where it compares to
Okay.
the county and the
I'm
state. This
fine
is
with that.
just talking about Plainfield.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay, you're gonna, okay.
I wouldn't say it's, yes. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna say, I think I got it. Okay,
So you have to undelete the chart.
yeah, and I've got the numbers back, and I deleted the first sentence,
Mhm,
Elise's comments.
okay,
And I think now we have a chart with some information, and we're
Right.
moving on down to economic disadvantaged students enrollment rate.
I like that this is in here.
mhm.
And is. Okay, so this one, we're gonna accept. The insertion. Thank you, Mike Sutherland.
Yeah, thank Beth.
Okay. And then we're down to employment.
See, again, you have this number of 7 unemployed people against 41 people who say they have less than $1,000 in income. See, it just does not
And that,
compute.
And I
Who these
think-
People are, if they're the 75 plus women and that, then it makes some sense, but you don't know.
Right.
table 4-4,
Yeah, they don't have retired in there, do they?
well, not in labor force.
Not unless this is labor force, okay.
Right, but I think that those are the
This isn't
retired, right?
Seniors, this isn't seniors. this
Which
is-
that number should be growing because we're getting older.
Right,
Some of us have decided to just. not
Stop
invest
getting
in
older?
salary, yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
I get it, okay. So there's really no major changes down through here.
Well,
No, this part should be, okay.
And then we go down past 4, 5, let's not worry about gaps, we'll tighten all that up. Then we get this employment by industry, which. I guess that just shows you that there were a bunch of doctors,
mhm.
right, which is impressive.
Or nurses,
Yes, no, medical facility, I mean,
or social. work.
I put nurses ahead of doctors, I think they know more about what's going on a daily basis. You know what's, let's take a time out for a minute.
I know, he's gonna.
No, I'm not, because I'm aging along. Me at 59. Just a little bit of technology. I love the DH portal. Right? I can get my test results like yesterday. If they did the blood work this morning, I could get them yesterday. I mean, they're so quick.
Yeah.
And then I get the doctors, Bobby and Norman at 75. They can't even get into the goddamn portal, let alone, and apparently you don't go to your doctor anymore and they'll hand you a paper copy of your results. They must be able to do that. Maybe they just didn't act.
Oh, but no, they'll hand you a copy of your office note.
Yes.
I would
Office
think,
visit.
right?
Everybody gets a copy of your office.
Right, but
Yeah.
I think the portal is cool,
I like it, you can set up appointments
you
and
know,
everything.
right, I can
check
send in if, you know.
renew prescriptions.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff
mean,
like
I
that.
think that's a good piece of work and think of the effort to keep it protected that must have to go in, right? That's why you gotta get the code on your phone. And like, it just nothing rings and they don't know what to do. It's-
I get my code on my computer.
Yeah,
Multi-factor.
like,
But-
Right,
comes
right.
on my email.
But, and it is, what was it? It was funny because I think I told you this, but we could use a chuckle. 2 or 3 years ago, I went in it right around Christmas. It was crazy because it was holidays. I had a finger that was all swelled up and the hand version of what the problem was, the way a doctor, I would say my knuckle swelled up, but the doctor had a funny way of saying it. Well, the AI who must do the notes, they must use some kind of a system, essentially said my knuckle had a gynecological problem. And the doctor, when I was there next, and he was like, how'd that thing with your hand turn out? And I said, oh, well, he gave me steroids and it went down, and then I went and saw the hand specialist, and the guy said, you know, let's see if it cures itself, otherwise. The hand specialist is a god complex, he says, I can fix that in 10 seconds, he said, it's a little snip here and you'll be good forever. And I'm like, okay,
Oh,
but whatever the notes were, James was reading them to me, he says, how'd that thing work out? And then he starts just laughing, he says, do you have a gynecological infection in your knuckle? I'm like, well, there you go, that's all you need to know.
Give me the finger to me.
But it is, I bitch about DHMC as much as most people do, but maybe it's because I haven't been laying there trying to die, you know, yeah, I mean, give it time.
Give it time.
If we're lucky, we'll get to that stage. But that is an impressive chart.
Yeah,
If you
Yeah.
could see that chart in 1989 or 1970, it would be so different, right? The
Right.
movement of the hospital, the,
Yeah,
I was impressed that manufacturing jobs have gone up. I'm thinking, where's that manufacturing?
how many, which one is it?
That's the third column over
Oh,
on the left, manufacturing up.
construction has.
you know, and I bet that, and it's, are we 2024, 25 here, whatever the date is?
Yeah.
The source. We did have a couple of little business, you know, Hot Grips doesn't really exist anymore, that was manufacturing. And we had a bullet
These
manufacturer.
guys could be employed at Wayland or employed up at the place in Lebanon that does the laser stuff up there.
Oh, yeah, they could be at,
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
so it's not,
Football,
it's right, it's
football.
not Plainfield, it's
no,
Plainfield
no,
residents.
it's where they're working.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could be
yes.
at Ruger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Timken.
yeah. No, I get it.
Timken, thank you.
Did you say split ball?
I said split ball.
Oh, I wanted to go, there, I've been in the fish, just a few months, I can be in the fishing and hunting category. Love it.
We can boost our numbers.
Yeah, all right, where are we going, Jane? Drive us home on this puppy,
Down,
drive us
down,
home.
down.
I'm going down.
Okay, commuting, I don't think. I mean, we can't challenge any of that, so we just.
I think right now, the working from home is starting to lose its luster, right? Employers are driving them back into the office
Right,
a little bit, which. Now Sarah Berman came to work for us. She was making more money at home working for a company she'd never seen any person other than remotely. But she didn't like the isolation of being at home all the time. It just didn't work for her.
so she went from feast to family.
Right, she's
yeah.
getting plenty now. She's getting plenty now.
There's no middle ground there.
We'll see how that goes long term, but right now it's good, so.
All right,
So in the parts in red, I did not do anything about those. The parts that are in black, I reworked them and we checked.
Okay, so we should look at these two sentences and come up with edits if they.
Yeah, and it's more than just that, though. There's a.
Well, it'll be some at on the next page.
it's on the
Yeah.
next page and it has the tax rate.
Yeah, and but it talks about the tax rate compared to our ranking as far as tax rate
For
in
the
the
state,
state
yeah.
and stuff like that. And,
I can update that tomorrow easily. I mean,
okay.
that's my bailiwick. That stuff I can find easily. Don't even have to,
Okay.
can't do it right out of my head, but I can find that
Okay,
on
that would
DR,
be wonderful.
on
thank
DRA.
you.
So what's above it there? About 1/3 of the growth is attributed. About 1/3 of the growth. Wealth and the amount of tax money. Part of the change is due. Due to property valuation.
So this is just kind of real growth in the tax base, but we're using growth as an example of real growth. What is that referring to?
That's from the old master plan. That part in red is from the old master plan.
Okay,
So,
just,
Let me rewrite this one
Don't-
tomorrow.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That one I can do. I mean, and you know, we'll.
and see where it says the ranking out of the communities.
Yeah, and we're in a slightly different place, but the trend is exactly the same. But property taxes, the town office can do for you. That one's easy.
Okay,
And the clear of day tomorrow, that one would be easy to update.
I think I added the notes about the revaluation.
Yep.
You can go through.
Yeah,
that.
and make sure, thank you. No, I think that'll the. Okay, so I'll do, so I'll just make myself a note here, property tax, paragraph, Steve. Okay. Funny, it doesn't seem like it's as much growth as you'd think to. An income.
Yeah.
But again, if that's the.
And then that second recommendation was under one of the headings. In the old master plan, it was just like randomly put there. So I took it out of where it was and stuck it down there because it seemed to me that that was more of a recommendation than it was an intro commentary.
I think this is what the master plan does. It's showing trends and characteristics of the economy, so I don't know that we have to recommend it here because we're doing it.
But do we want it anywhere else in there?
I think it speaks for us, like, I don't know, I think that's what that's the intention of this chapter, is to do these
That's-
things.
That's what my interpretation of
Yeah.
it was, but I didn't wanna just like throw it away completely without letting you guys have
Yeah.
a say.
yeah, I don't, yeah, I agree, I agree.
Maybe, I mean, I like this maybe as a standalone, like, how can we promote regional cooperation? Not really,
I don't know,
I say just maybe take it out.
Like the recommendations in the 2026 plan, number one, I would say that's already happened. The shell fund,
right,
right? I mean, we don't need that one anymore because it's a standard operating procedure. People put money into the shell fund who feel they can pay more.
right, but I don't think it hurts to leave it in there.
Okay,
It's
I'm just
kind of
saying it's, you know, the vehicle is the shell fund
Right,
if you wanna
but
get.
So for the second one, do we wanna put, instead of it is important to, should we put continue to examine trends and characteristics of regional economy?
Sure, we could do that,
Yeah, I like that.
because we don't have any other recommendations, do we?
No, that's it, just,
I know, so
Yeah.
it looks a little weak in the recommendations.
I mean, we're doing, you go back to number one. I don't think it would hurt anything after that first sentence to say, as they have been doing by contributing to the local shell fund, which is used for those purposes,
Or
something like that.
continue to provide direct assistance.
See,
I would take out the wealthy enough piece, I think that kind
shell, yeah, see.
of is
Okay.
a little editorial.
the community is able to, instead of wealthy enough to. Or the
Well, I mean,
community is
since the whole a lot of the
responsible
chapters about poverty and stuff, I think. Saying we're gonna continue to attempt to meet the needs of people who.
How about the community is well positioned
I like that.
to
Yeah, I
provide the
like
direct
that better.
assistance
Okay,
for rich?
who are not necessarily living below the poverty line either, but who are in need of,
Yeah, I mean, the shell fund is weird, like, she'll renovate your bathroom
Yeah,
if
I
your
know.
bathroom is horrible and where you live, and yet taxpayers wouldn't do that, but the shell fund can.
Right.
Yeah,
So I think we need to rewrite, if you wanna work on that, Steve, I mean, but I think taking the wealthy out, just say the community should continue to provide direct assistance to residents who are living at or near poverty level.
Yeah,
I like well positioned though, that sounds good.
and a continuation expansion of health and some programs. Um,
Including the Shell. you
health
could
and some
put-
program funded by the Shell, or I'm using Shell, something in that, we'll get the Shell fund.
Get
in
the
there.
Shell fund in there
Yeah.
as a resource, but. I mean, it doesn't mean that the town doesn't have responsibility also.
Is the shell fund funded from taxes?
No,
Like a
No,
portion?
no, it's all
private.
It's
all
this
private.
private trust fund thing, and I'm not even sure we can have it, but we do, I think
Right.
we can. But Chris Foreman essentially started it years ago, and the mission is that essentially the town's human services person can use the money as they see fit to help Plainfield, the needy in Plainfield. It never goes to Cornish people, it goes to Plainfield people.
Right.
And at the end of each year, when people are doing their end of year giving, tens of thousands of dollars flow into, there's $125,000 in the shell fund as we sit here tonight.
Is it, I guess like capitalized, like does it increase, does it have interest?
Yeah, it's in, it's in the custody of the trustees of the trust funds.
Okay,
Stephanie gives me orders all year long indicating spend this from the shell fund, spend this from the shell fund, which of course is a list. And then at the end of the year, I make a request of the trustees of the trust funds. We float the money.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, the trustees of the trust funds reimburse that money back to the town. Cause it's an expenditure that's not been appropriated, so we need to zero it out before the year ends. But essentially, all that good work is done from that. But Stephanie, if you need your light bill paid, she uses taxpayer assistance for that. If you have special needs like a button, one of those call
Lifeline.
buttons, like,
yeah,
she uses the shell fund for that.
yeah, my dad, I think, has done plumbing work for. people.
Yeah, and she's paid for that, with that work for
With
the
the
shell
shell
fund,
fund.
yeah, yes. So shell fund in gold.
I think after recommendations, we can.
And how about,
2026 plan, just say recommendations.
Eric had made the comment that was it the third one or the fourth one, Eric? Could be bullet could be a standalone.
Oh, I said the last one, but I was not sure that we need it.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we need that.
So are
Okay.
we taking out the second recommendation completely?
No,
Okay,
it's there,
that's gonna stay there.
cause as Jane points out, without it.
We're gonna put just continue to,
To continue to examine trends and how these impact Plainfield, period, you could put that,
Mhm.
period.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think so.
All right,
So a quick formatting question. I think we touched on this, but I just want to make sure. So each chapter we want to be numbered from starting at one. Like each chapter begins at one.
mhm.
So then we're also, the tables are gonna start like, it'll be like 4-1. Like we're not gonna,
Are we still doing Roman numerals, or are we doing?
no, regular.
Okay,
So within each chapter, all the figures start at one.
Okay,
Is what, so everything, we're treating we're treating each chapter as its own
yeah,
entity.
okay.
Yeah, that can be read independent of the.
I think you need to put the chapter number in there too.
Yeah, no, it's still gonna be chaptered, but the chapters are self-contained with,
But on the tables, I'm saying it should be, if chapter 3, then it should be 3-1.
3-1, yeah.
Yeah,
And then it should all be in English.
Good to know.
oh, good.
Okay, hold on just a second. We'll go to the next one. Plays a significant role. Okay, let's just leave that for now. Let me save that so we don't lose any of that. Okay, so now, Eric, go out, close out of that one. And go to that file that says meeting rooms, conference room files. So I think you just close right out of that one too, or just, yeah. And then go to transportation, number 7. Right at the top, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Okay, so the main takeaway from last time was to have her pull all, or have me, but I had to give it to her. If you go down to the bottom of this one, Eric, there's now, we took all the recommendations out. But we still kept the heading from which section they came from. Right,
Okay,
so
Okay, yeah,
these are the goals, and I don't know if there's goals above it or.
Yeah, it just said recommendations, but that's fine.
Recommendations. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are all those individual ones that were scattered throughout the chapter
Mhm.
in one place, which you guys felt was more
Yeah,
consistent.
yeah.
yeah, I think so.
So they were taken out of the main.
Yeah,
body.
she took them all, and again, it was the damnedest thing. I could cut them and paste them, and they wouldn't go. But she did it. I mean, she got them, and so.
I just hope that it doesn't give you problems dealing with this the same,
Now, what Megan has been saying is essentially they're done. But she correctly says, I'm not sure that our consultant can give us a Word document. Because that'll have all the data because it's so full of chart. She's asked him and he hasn't responded. She's asked him twice, because I said, hey, send us the Word document of the NRI. Because the Conservation Commission wrote that little intro,
Right,
right?
Right.
And I think essentially, I think what they want you to do is take the little intro, take the NRA, put them together and call it the natural resource.
I'm
chapter.
okay with that.
wait,
I really am, because I think it's the most efficient way to deal with it.
Yeah, they spend 15 grand on that thing. We should, or whatever they spend, maybe.
So let me extend the meeting then.
let's review the recommendations. I wanna be sure that we look at.
Because I was hoping that one of the folks would be on tonight so that I could talk to them. I need to go talk to them about what they want, like on the website as an example.
Right.
Because they can't put that whole thing on the website. Nobody is gonna read 50 pages of text or whatever it is.
Right.
And the website needs to be grade 6 bullet points. So that, and so it's quick and easy with some pictures and stuff. But on the master plan, as an alternative to simply cutting and pasting the whole thing.
Right.
If you took the intro that she did and the suggestions, the
Yeah.
recommendations at the bottom. And in the middle indicated, here are the main sections of the master plan. So there is information about the following subjects in the, I'm sorry, the
In the,
NRI.
yep,
And so that you have something in the middle that tells people what's in it. And then you link the document and let them download it if they want to read the whole thing. As opposed to simply pasting the whole thing.
and so in order to extract those bullet points from the NRI.
Yeah.
To put in the Word.
Yeah.
What would you need? Can you do it with Adobe Pro, or do you need a Word version of the NRI to do that?
Don't know.
The,
I don't know. The Word version would be a whole lot easier. I don't think I have enough permissions in Adobe with what I have to do what you're talking about.
to start extracting pieces of the document.
Yeah, maybe you can extract pages and stuff, but I'm not sure. I may
So
be able to
you
copy
must
and
have
paste
a
it.
Word version of the thing, right?
Well, I
You
may be
must.
able to copy and paste some of that, But I don't think you're gonna copy and paste text, I think you're gonna have to decide. What are the main points in here that, or what are the subject areas? I can take a shot at that.
Because the
but-
NRI, I mean, essentially, we would be done tonight with one more conversation with Grace in the NRI, right? Every other chapter's done.
Right,
Just so I know what you're suggesting, so in the body of the master plan. The National Natural Resources chapter will basically be a title page and like an index. And then the index will link
a link to.
to a separate, the main document, the main NRI document
Yeah,
that lives.
and I would say,
Where's the main document gonna live?
But I think Mike's thinking, and he's right, it should be on the town master, it should be on the town website.
So it's like.
No one will find it anywhere else.
That's what I'm saying, so it still needs to be on the website, the whole thing.
Right, and they've got a whole
but that's
PDF of it.
different, but that's different, if you look at the current NRI stuff. Okay, the pages are simplified to give you the high points,
Mhm.
in part because that's really all we had in there was the high points. And in order to function on the website, if somebody wanted to put the whole document there. On the website, like we did with the old one, basically. There's too many words, I mean, it's just paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, with very detailed stuff in it. And nobody's gonna read a web page that's,
Right.
50 pages long.
Right.
They're just not. So that's why I need to, I would like to talk to them, but in terms of the master plan. I wouldn't call it an index, I would call it, well, maybe it is almost an index, it's like, almost chapter headings.
Yeah, chapter headings.
Or yeah, like
Of the
NR
different-
at a glance, like.
Yeah, at a glance kind of thing,
Yeah.
this is what's in it.
So you like, you have the title of the chapter or the section, and then maybe a sentence that paraphrases the content.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
That
you have
makes
some
sense.
basic information there, but then you say, okay, if you want to read all of this and go to see the full
Mhm.
details, here's your link, go here.
Yeah.
The other thing that I keep flipping back and forth from the website, so.
Right now, Mike, I'm sending Megan an email asking if she can give us either an email or a phone number for this person. So that we can get it direct from him, just, if you and he had a conversation, in about 10 minutes, he could tell you what file formats he could send us. Or I could, but I mean, just want, somebody from our group.
Mhm.
Because I think then we could make some shot at putting a page, a chapter together and saying this is what it would look like.
Otherwise, I can copy, it's a PDF, I can copy text from a PDF and paste it, so.
Let me see how she
Without
responds.
having-
Let me see how she responds and then we can get back to you. And so at the next meeting, which is only 2 weeks away. We should be able to, between now and then, I should be able to forward to Eric. All the chapters in my folder that says updated final versions. Here they are. I just gotta get a little bit from Grace and then you can start what do you call it? The same voice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's much. I mean, I don't need to, I think it's more work than I wanna do, but I don't think it's, I think. It's not that far off, and I don't think you should stay up late at night until it looks like a John Grisham
Right.
novel, cause it never will.
No.
But I think there are some, and then. I think. By right around the peak of summer vacation time, we should be able to have a public, or early in the fall, whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can get it up on the website for the most part and that kind of stuff and we're gonna do it quick and easy on the website, right? We're gonna just do PDFs of the chapters. None of the chapters are that long.
Right,
And so we just put them up there, and then. At some point, we go to Tom's Tavern for drinks, or your house for a big picture of margaritas, that's two big pictures.
I'm thinking it-
Out on the back lawn with all the birdhouses,
Yeah, right.
that would be quite good here, that would be quite good. All right, so let's see what Megan responds, I'll do a little bit of work. 2 weeks from now, we'll reconnoiter on those 2 chapters again, the final 2, be done. Or just the final, NRI and economic base. And we have this hearing, which I've gotta get noticed, because
Right.
they're tight on time already, because it's only for a 14-day notice, or it's a 10-day notice. It's 14 days away, so I gotta do it tomorrow or Thursday. And that's the only one for June. You know, that's the only thing,
Okay.
and that's, you know, I'm gonna give that a pretty light noticing. I mean, I'm not gonna notice everybody on the backside of Des Hudson's property. Nobody gives a crap about it anyway.
Right.
But I will get the people on Old County Road who care, and, it's not a new lot, so it's just a.
Right.
It's just a. All right. Are we good?
Okay. I'm gonna take this copy home,
You want me to stop Zoom?
Yes.
show my husband.